Hello and welcome to Daily News Podcast on Mangalore today. Bringing you the latest developments, intriguing local stories, and the news that impacts you the most. Stay with us as we uncover what Mangalore is talking about today.
In a scathing attack on the Congress government led by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, Chitradurga MP Govind Karajol has accused the administration of corruption and sex scandals. Karajol demanded the Chief Minister's resignation, citing mismanagement of funds meant for SC/ST welfare and a deteriorating law and order situation in the state. Allegations of honey traps against senior ministers and claims of vote bank politics targeting Muslims have further fueled the controversy. Karajol criticized the government's decision to provide separate facilities for Muslim girls, calling for unity among all students regardless of caste or creed. He also opposed the 4% reservation for Muslims in government contracts, emphasizing Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's vision of empowerment for the underprivileged. Karajol condemned the suspension of 18 BJP legislators in the assembly and called for the government to uphold democratic principles. The political turmoil in Karnataka continues as the opposition intensifies pressure on the embattled chief minister.
In a heart-wrenching incident, a 4-month-old baby girl was discovered abandoned on the Kodalukere Mundratu Road in Balalu village, Beltangadi. Local residents came to the rescue of the infant on March 22nd, providing her with necessary care and attention. The baby was later handed over to the authorities of Dharmasthala Police and the Health Department. An investigation into this distressing incident is currently underway. Our thoughts are with the little one, and we hope for her safety and well-being in the days to come.
In the latest developments from Karnataka, the State Assembly has taken a strong stance by passing a bill suspending 18 BJP MLAs for 6 months for causing disruptions during the House proceedings. This decision was made following a tumultuous session, sparked by Cooperation Minister K.N. Rajana's claims of being targeted in a honey trap scheme. The controversy escalated with allegations of a honey trap factory by former BJP Minister V. Sunil Kumar, leading to chaos in the Assembly. Amidst demands for a judicial inquiry, Minister Rajana revealed that a total of 48 politicians from various parties had allegedly been victims of similar traps. Assuring a thorough investigation, Home Minister G. Parameshwara pledged a high-level probe into the matter. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah emphasized that those involved would face the consequences, promising a fair investigation. The opposition, led by BJP's R. Ashoka, criticized the scandal as a ploy to smear the legislators' reputations and impede their work, as the call for a judicial inquiry persisted. In a swift action by the police in Kundapur, a chain snatcher has been arrested within a day of a chain-snatching incident. The culprit, identified as Manjunath Maya, hailing from Salagrama, Karkada Bhatrakati, was apprehended after snatching a Mangalasutra chain from Sitha bike of Yadtadi. The incident occurred as Sitha was on her way to a nearby function when the thief on a bike snatched her chain and fled the scene. The police acted promptly, using CCTV footage to catch the thief. Manjunath confessed to another chain-snatching incident involving an elderly woman in Barkur in the past. In a scary incident near Arambur, a KSRTC bus heading from Koyanad to Sullia experienced a tyre burst, leading to a fire on March 21st. The bus carrying several passengers, including SSLC students, was fortunately assisted by locals who helped transport everyone to their destination using auto rickshaws, bikes, and jeeps. Thankful for their quick response and ensuring the safety of all passengers.
The Mega Bible Convention 2025 in Mangaluru entered its second day at Holy Cross Church, Cordell Grounds, Kulshakar, witnessing a massive turnout of devoted followers seeking spiritual rejuvenation. The event, orchestrated by the Mangalore Diocesan Service Communion, MDSC, and the Bible Commission, has emerged as a pivotal platform for faith, healing, and metamorphosis. The day commenced with a solemn Eucharistic celebration helmed by Most Rev. Dr. Peter Paul Saldanha, Bishop of Mangalore, accompanied by distinguished clergy members. Bishop Saldanha unraveled the profound significance of the Word of God, illuminating its role as a source of solace, truth, and rectitude. Reverend Dr. Dominic Vallan Manal from Kerala's Marian Retreat Center delivered a moving discourse on the potency of faith and divine healing, guiding the faithful through profound worship and prayer sessions. Attendees were also offered the sacrament of confession and spiritual counsel for personal introspection and spiritual solace. With a multitude of faithful partaking in the convention, Day 3 holds the promise of more enriching experiences, healing prayers, and moments of spiritual enlightenment.
In a momentous occasion, Expert PU College in Codialbale recently held its prestigious graduation day at Expodium. The event was filled with pride and celebration as the college anthem echoed through the halls. The symbolic lighting of the graduation lamp, led by Ankush N. Nayak, Director of IT at Expert Group of Institutions, marked the beginning of a new chapter for the graduating students. The unveiling of the college's annual magazine, Explore 2024-25, by Ustad Khan showcased the institution's achievements. Mr. Nayak emphasized the importance of clear communication for success in his keynote address. The outstanding students were recognized for their academic and extracurricular achievements. The emotional moments during Hearts Beat Loud and the nostalgic video, Walk Down the Memory Lane, brought tears and smiles. The ceremony concluded with the transfer of responsibilities to the juniors and a heartfelt vote of thanks by Pranitha. The day ended with a joyous photo session, capturing memories to cherish forever.
A tragic incident occurred near Farangipete as a speeding car hit Vasant Shetty while she was crossing the road, resulting in her untimely death. The driver of the car fled the scene following the mishap. The entire incident was captured on CCTV cameras. Ms. Shetty was on her way to a nearby shop for some purchases when the accident took place on Friday night. The car, traveling from Mangaluru towards BC Road, struck her in a reckless manner. Melkar Traffic Police have taken charge of the case and are investigating the matter further.
In a tragic incident in Shankernarayana, a bike rider lost his life after his two-wheeler toppled into a roadside drain at Tarakodlu in Adri village. The victim, identified as Chandrasekhar, 56, from Mangaluru, was returning home from his plantation work in Hollyhole village when the accident occurred. The Shankernarayana police have initiated an investigation into the case. Our thoughts are with the family and loved ones of the deceased during this difficult time. A rally was organized by Deshapremi Sangatanagala Okuda in Mangaluru to mark the 9th anniversary of the tragic murder of RTI activist Vinayak Baliga. The procession started from Venkatramana Temple at Carr Street and culminated at Baliga's residence, where a meeting was held. Speakers at the event demanded justice for Baliga's family and urged the government to ensure that the culprits are held accountable. Prominent figures like Profs. Narendra Nayak, CPM District Secretary Munir Kadipala, and Baliga's sisters, Anuradha and Harsha, among others, participated in the event to show their support in the ongoing fight for justice.
In Udupi, miscreants vandalized CCTV cameras at the Government Pre-University College in Kambatakone, Bindur. The incident took place just before the SSLC exams began. The cameras were strategically placed in classrooms and around the school premises to monitor the exams. Reports suggest that on the night of March 20th, 5 CCTV cameras were damaged, causing a loss of about Rs 12,000. Complaints were filed by the college's vice principal BC Shinoy, leading to a case being registered at the Bindur police station under relevant sections of the BNS. Authorities are investigating the matter to ensure the security and integrity of the examination process. The Karnataka Legislative Assembly passed a bill to provide 4% reservation for Muslims in public contracts amidst strong protests by opposition BJP. The BJP MLAs expressed their discontent by climbing onto the podium and throwing papers at Speaker UT Khatter. The situation escalated as marshals evicted the protesting MLAs. Leader of opposition R. Ashoka criticized the move as unconstitutional. The Karnataka Transparency in Public Procurements Amendment, Bill 2025, aims to provide reservation for Muslims in contracts valued up to Rs 2 crore for civil works and up to Rs 1 crore for goods services procurement. The BJP has vowed to challenge this move in court, calling it unconstitutional. The bill seeks to address unemployment among backward classes and encourage their participation in construction works, providing reservations for SC, STs, OBCs, and now Muslims.
In a significant development, a Mangaluru court acquitted all 19 accused in a decade-old stripping and assault case in Adavar. The court highlighted multiple contradictions and omissions in the prosecution's case, emphasizing the lack of concrete evidence to prove guilt. The incident involved the assault of a sales manager, Shakir Ali, for being with a female colleague from another community. The judge critiqued the incomplete chain of evidence and lack of proof of conspiracy among the accused. Notably, the court pointed out discrepancies in witness testimonies and the absence of key witnesses, raising doubts about the authenticity of the case. The judgment underlines the importance of concrete evidence in criminal trials and stressed the prosecution's failure to establish a convincing case beyond a reasonable doubt.
In an effort to accommodate the increased number of passengers during Chandramana Yugadi and Ramzan, the Southwestern Railway SWR will be operating a special round-trip train from Mysuru to Karwar via Bengaluru. The train No. 06203 Mysuru-Karwar Express Special will depart from Mysuru at 9:35 p.m. on March 28th and reach Karwar at 4:15 p.m. the next day. On the return journey, train number 06204 Karwar Mysuru Express Special will depart from Karwar at 11:30 p.m. on March 29th and reach Mysuru at 4:40 p.m. the following day. This special service will make stops at various stations, including Mandya, KSR Bengaluru, Hassan, Udupi, and Ankola. The train will consist of 21 coaches with a mix of AC and sleeper classes to cater to the diverse needs of passengers. In Belagavi, the Public Works Department and District In-Charge Minister Satish Jarkiholi addressed concerns regarding the Maharashtra government's decision to offer jobs and permit Marathi medium candidates to participate in competitive exams. Minister Jarkiholi emphasized the challenges of providing employment for outsiders when states struggle to cater to their own citizens. He highlighted that the Karnataka-Maharashtra linguistic issues are no longer as prominent, stating that Marathi-speaking individuals are integrating into Karnataka. In response to the recent Karnataka bond and assault on an KSRTC bus conductor, Jarkiholi urged activists to protest peacefully without disrupting educational institutions. The minister also mentioned the release of funds for developmental projects in the district, including the construction of the Deputy Commissioner's Office complex and an elevated corridor using allocated Public Works Department funds.
Mangaluru, March 22, 2025. India has strongly responded to China's recent move to establish 2 new counties in the border region that includes parts of Ladakh. The government has lodged a formal protest against China's actions, asserting that India has never accepted the illegal occupation of its territory by China in that area. Minister of State for External Affairs, Kirti Vardhan Singh, informed Parliament about India's firm stance on the matter. He emphasized that the establishment of new counties will not change India's sovereignty over the region or legitimize China's occupation. The government also highlighted its focus on enhancing infrastructure in border areas, particularly in Ladakh, to support economic development and meet strategic and security needs. The Border Roads Organization has seen increased budget allocations in the last decade, leading to significant improvements in road networks, bridges, and tunnels. India continues to closely monitor developments affecting its security and remains committed to safeguarding its territorial integrity.
In a historic moment, the Joint Action Committee meeting on delimitation commenced in Chennai, chaired by Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. Leaders from 5 states discussed the impact of delimitation on states with high growth and literacy rates, amidst criticism from the opposition BJP. Karnataka Deputy CM D.K. Shivakumar emphasized unity to protect national interests, while BJP criticized the meeting as a diversion tactic. The Black Flag protest staged was to safeguard Tamil Nadu's interests, with questions raised on the need for the meeting when Home Minister assured no impact on Tamil Nadu. This meeting, labeled as a corruption-hiding event, aimed at uniting states for fair representation. With leaders from multiple states participating, it was hailed as a significant step towards Indian federalism, reflecting a unified commitment to democracy and justice. This meeting signifies not just an event, but the beginning of a movement for fair delimitation shaping the future of the country. In a significant development, Delhi High Court Chief Justice D.K. Updike has submitted a report to Chief Justice of India Sanjeev Khanna regarding the alleged discovery of cash at Justice Yashwant Varma's official residence in Lutyens, Delhi. The in-house inquiry initiated by Justice Upadhyay collected evidence and information, with the Apex Court Collegium set to review the report and consider further action. The incident unfolded during a fire at Justice Varma's residence on Holy Night, triggering a response from the Delhi Fire Department. Addressing misinformation and rumors, the top court clarified that the transfer proposal for Justice Varma is distinct from the inquiry, emphasizing that due process is being followed. The Collegium, including the CJI and senior judges, will examine responses before reaching a resolution on the matter.
In a heated political debate, the BJP in Karnataka has accused the Congress Party of promoting what they call contract jihad, referring to the 4% reservation for Muslims in government contracts in the state. BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra alleged that Congress leader Rahul Gandhi influenced this decision for political gain, calling it appeasement politics. Patra criticized Gandhi for what he described as using the Muslim quota as a crutch for his politics. He emphasized that such actions could lead to divisive consequences, reminiscent of the country's partition in 1947. The BJP's strong stance against what they see as appeasement politics highlights the ongoing tension between the two major political parties in Karnataka.
In a recent development, the Indian government has revealed that a total of 388 Indian nationals have been deported from the U.S. since January 2025. This includes 333 individuals who were deported directly from the U.S. on military flights in February, and 55 who were deported through Panama on commercial flights. The Ministry of External Affairs is currently verifying the details of an additional 295 individuals detained in U.S. custody with final removal orders. The government also shared that during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the U.S. in February, discussions were held on promoting safe and legal migration while cracking down on illegal immigration networks. The deportations have sparked national outrage, with concerns raised over the treatment of deportees, including the use of restraints. Statewide data on deportees was also shared, highlighting the need for close cooperation between India and the U.S. to address illegal immigration and human trafficking issues.
In a fiery speech in the Rajya Sabha, Union Home Minister Amit Shah took a dig at Congress leader Rahul Gandhi over counter-terrorism operations and development in Jammu and Kashmir. Shah mocked Gandhi's visit to Kashmir, saying, "If someone has terrorists in their mind, he will appear in your dreams as well as in Kashmir." He emphasized the Modi government's zero-tolerance policy towards terrorism, highlighting a drastic reduction in terrorism-related deaths in Jammu and Kashmir. Shah vowed to eliminate Naxalism from the country by March 21, 2026, and expressed confidence in the government's efforts to tackle terrorism, Naxal challenge, drug abuse, and issues in the Northeast. Shah assured the House that accurate intelligence is being provided to security forces to combat Naxalites, dismissing those who view Naxalism as only a political issue.
Pro-Kannada groups in Karnataka have called for a 12-hour statewide shutdown today to protest the assault on a bus conductor in Beltangadi last month for not knowing Marathi. Security has been tightened with the deployment of home guards and armed reserve units. Transport services may be disrupted as some unions support the shutdown. State-run buses will operate, while essential services like pharmacies and hospitals remain functional. Schools and colleges will be open, though disruptions in transport might impact Class 10 exams. Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar has urged for peace, stating the government does not support the shutdown. Some pro-Kannada groups have abstained from the protest. The assault led to tensions between Maharashtra and Karnataka, with retaliatory attacks on bus drivers and disruptions in bus services between the two states.
That's all from us today. We sincerely thank you for tuning in. For more details on the stories you've heard and for continuous news coverage, please visit mangaloretoday.com. Subscribing ensures you're always updated. Farewell, until our paths cross again.